you talk about Operation 2030, which is just 5 years away. So, do you think we should focus more on policy change other than individualistic actions?
Yeah, but who will change the policy?
Yeah, we focus on ourselves within, right? In the ministers, the MLAs,
I get it, but who will change the policy? Just come to that.
we will change, right?
And who elects them? You allowed them to get away with manifestos bereft of any mention of the climate. Even if you say 8,000 people came together to sign this document or in a protest march, aren't all of them acting as individuals first of all?
That's but like in the
That's a big ask. If you just rely on a Masiha, on some great savior who will do it for you sitting in power, that's never going to happen.
Yes, but like in the demo.
We say we want honest politicians. If you do get an honest politician, will you allow him to function? Please tell me.
Sir, recently you got the award for the most impactful environmentalist. And I've been following you on the issues of climate crisis and environmental activism. You also wrote a column in The Pioneer about greenwashing. So with regards to that, I was wondering that is the climate crisis discourse shifted, emphasizing more on the individual responsibilities, that I should be vegan, I should recycle, and it is my responsibility to help the climate. And in your book, can you give me the book? In your book, you talk about this inner disease. It is in... About this disease you talk about. Man's hunger is not in the stomach. It resides in the mind. That hunger, blind, restless, insatiable, has destroyed everything it could touch. Climate change is only the latest, the most devastating, and perhaps the final symptom of this inner disease. This inner disease has also been manifested in industries. You see, they have their own negligence, recklessness, and you talk about Operation 2030, which is just 5 years away. So, do you think we should focus more on policy change rather than individualistic actions? That's my question, sir.
Yeah, but who will change the policy?
Yeah, we focus on ourselves within, right? This disease is also in the ministers, the MLAs.
I get it, but who will change the policy? Just come to that.
They will change, right?
And who elects them? So it's about individual responsibility.
We can vote out for that, but you see in the manifestos, rarely any politician talks about climate change.
You allowed them to. You allowed them to get away with manifestos bereft of any mention of the climate. That's your individual flaw, is it not? How can you act on behalf of the other when you say individual action? Right? The word individual is redundant because action has to be individual. Even if you get together in a group, you get together as individuals with individual consent. So all action, if you seek closely, is going to be anyway individual. Even if you say 8,000 people came together to sign this document or in a protest march, aren't all of them acting as individuals first of all? And if they aren't individuals, then they are robots. They are conditioned machines. I have my individual understanding, right? And if I see it is aligned with that of the 6 of you, then we say fine, the 7 of us are together in something. But we have to be together in something that we all of us, each of us, first of all individually agree to. So the individual has to be targeted. The individual has to be awakened. No?
Yes, and as students, what can we do for that? For that systemic change?
Awaken the individuals? Obviously, what else? There is no option. If you think you can do it at the policy level, that sounds very tempting, but means nothing. Because you are trying to defy the very law of existence. You are saying the minister will do it. Why will the minister do it? The minister is there because he has been voted to power by those who want no climate action. He will carry out their mandate. Why will he listen to you? At most, he'll pay some lip service. He'll say, yes, we must do something about the climate, fine, and nothing else.
Yes, sir. So, what if I voted for a political leader that was advocating for climate change, but because of democracy, the party which does not really care about climate change came into power? Then his question really makes sense, because on the individual level, what do I do?
Democracy rotates the party in power. Again, you'll have to awaken the individual so that the one in power listens to you.
Yes, but like in a
That's a big ask. You want to smile at it, right? It's a big ask. You don't want to do. No, that is impractical. It's a big ask, and that's what is asked of you. Now pick up the gauntlet. If you just rely on a Masiha, on some great savior who will do it for you sitting in power, that's never, never, never going to happen. The ones in power have the least interest in any climate action because they are the ones with the minimum stakes there. What does an old minister stand to lose? He would anyway be dead 10 years from here. And most politicians across the world are old people. The most powerful one is probably the most oldest president also ever. Think of him. The one who is trying to kill the entire climate discourse. He's a very, very old man. And that's part of the explanation. He has no future. And great selfishness doesn't allow you to care for even the interest of your own kids. You say, I would be dead and long gone. When the climate effects will intensify, I'll anyway be no longer here. So why should I worry? Or I'm a rich man. I'm a very rich man. Temperature rises. I simply have to reset my AC. The whole space gets flooded. I have another mansion to fly away to. Great populations are displaced, billions of them. I won't be displaced. There would be great economic loss. Why do I care? I'm a billionaire already. So if you expect those people to act on their own, this is just wishful thinking.
Sir, but if a minister comes up and he does provide good policies, many a times the audience, the voters will pull him down because he won't be providing freebies and such things.
You see this? So if the audience is not awakened, even if there is a great Masiha, he'll be pulled down. Let's say a freak of nature. Some individual rises like an avatar and enters politics and manages to occupy a top post. Will the electorate allow him to function? If the electorate is not awakened, he'll be impeached, dismissed, brought down. We say we want honest politicians. If you do get an honest politician, will you allow him to function? Please tell me.
So similar thing happened. My chacha is a pradhan in my village. So in our lane the roads were not very good. So he tried to make the roads. Now someone made a complaint that if you make the road, then we'll have to heighten our floor, because in the rainy season then water will fall inside their homes.
These are the petty things that are bringing about a giant catastrophe. We all care for our little things, and it is the aggregation of these petty things that are resulting in this massive is an understatement. This is the 6th mass extinction.
Sir, I also have a personal question. You say you cannot live wrongly and hope to consume rightly. I see myself buying stuff that I don't want because it's in trend. My friends are wearing it. Nah, I'll look cool if I wear it. So this is also conditioning, as you say, right? So how can I personally, how can students like us and youth escape this? What's the definite path of this?
Have a beautiful place to wisely spend your money at. You will be left with no surplus. You won't splurge it. First question is, why do you have so much money that you can blow it away? There are great places and great causes and great reasons that demand your money. Invest your money there, spend it there. Self-development doesn't come cheap. A lot of things in this world require monetary investment. If you have money, spend it rightly. Why accumulate it? If you will accumulate it, it will be burnt at all the wrong places, rest assured. If suddenly, let's say you have 10 lakhs in your account as a student, what do you think you are going to do? You'll let it remain there? Unlikely. Money is a very good resource. Don't let it rot in a vault. Spend it wisely. It is one kind of misfortune to not have money at all. The next kind of misfortune is to have a lot of money rotting in your bank account. Why must it there be in your bank account? You are so impoverished, you couldn't find a right place where you can spend your money. Money is meant to be spent. Spend it at the right places. Go enroll into a hobby class. Get a tennis coach. All that is expensive. Spend your money. If you won't, then you will end up just buying whatever your friends buy.
It hurts the environment too.
Tennis doesn't hurt the environment, at least not in a big way. No, it does. If you look at then there will be some minor carbon footprint that, let's say, racket manufacturing has. But once you buy a racket, it lasts several years. So that's fine.
A clothes you change every week, right? Training those.
And it's not that you change them. It's that you buy them, then you also have to wash them. And that washing itself consumes both energy and requires chemicals and pollutes and does a lot of things. It's not tennis versus clothes here. You get the drift, right?